deliver a talk that transformed? And what does transformational talk really mean? And is delivering transformational information important to what you want to achieve in your career? See, at least for me, that are some really, really good and valid questions if you want to level up from being a good leader to a great leader. And I decided a few weeks ago to level up. Now it's my time to level up. I leveled up quite a few times this year, but there's one area, one skill I so much wanted to level up, and that was my communication, the style and the way I could deliver impactful communication because I want to help more people achieve better lives. So, how do you do that? How do you do that? And how or what do great leaders do, which I want to learn, and which good leaders and not so good leaders don't apply? So you see, I was up for that challenge and I was up for that journey. And now I have embarked on my journey to become a better public speaker. Going back to my question on what transformational information actually means, well, that's really a good question. And before I answer that question, just want to welcome you who's tuning in. Welcome to this live where we talk about information that is just transactional or information that is, or and transformation that is transformational. My name is Camilla Kalbeck. If we haven't connected yet, I'm the founder and CEO of Kalbeck Coaching, where we help business professionals create a better life by leveling up their leadership mindset and inviting more freedom and helping them experience that more success can actually become very effortless. But let's go in back to the question on why. Maybe it's for you as well. Why it's important to be remind yourself of whether you actually want to or need to deliver information that transforms. So either you are in a position where you are implementing critical information or critical new systems, certainly that you will broadcast transactional, not transact, you want to broadcast transformational information, or you're an advisor and you advise your customers. I bet you will also like to level up your communication. So, what you communicate is transformational. You want to transform how your clients do their business. See, I've been in corporate for 20 odd years and I delivered numerous organizational rechanges or reorgs, restructures. And I haven't learned until last week the real difference between delivering information that just is it transacts, just sharing, and information that actually transforms. I bet if you want to level up your career, there's one thing you really want to learn, and that is to level up your communication. How you show up, the language, the words, that is part of your leadership mindset. And that is a work on you. That any change comes from within. The language reflects on how you see the world. But what you also want to learn is to deliver information that transforms. And I've done numerous of reorgs, numerous of delivering projects that was set up to change ways of working. But you know what? To be have my hand on heart, how much did I really know the tricks of delivering information that transformed? I'm honest to say, I had no idea. And the leaders I worked with had no idea either. Because that I can see now. And now have new tools in my tool belt. I decided to release my Sunday newsletter tomorrow because I think there's more people that will get the newsletter hot from the press. It's it's all there created. So I just want to share a bit of what you can read in the newsletter tomorrow. And I'm sharing in the newsletter 8 tools, 8 forces you want to apply when you are preparing for a talk. And I could share so much other tools, but I decided to hone in on 8 because I want you to understand some tricks that will help you create a talk that transforms. And what I'm honing in on is your mental preparation, how you prepare to go on stage. I hope that you have some people in your team who knows how to craft talks that transform. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to find people who knows that shit. Sorry for that. Who knows that. But make the effort to find people who knows how to craft a talk that transforms. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm here to share. But in terms of you, in terms of how you want to prepare, I want to give you 3 hooks tonight. The first thing is you want now to practice grounding because it is utterly important that you can go on stage and you can ground. And what I mean by grounding is that you find inner peace because you don't want to rush. That I learned by practicing. I've been on this 7 hours crash course, and it's not done with 7 hours. I have 30 or more on stage training hours, one on one. That's how I invest in myself. I no longer go on courses with more people. I do masterminds, but otherwise, I invest money in my own development. So I knew when I was on stage, when I just rushed into this, I didn't get the download. I couldn't connect to my stories. I couldn't connect to my experiences, my wisdom. So for you to make an impact, you want to ground yourself. You want to find inner peace. And the way you get to do that is to meditate. And you want to start meditating now. I used my meditation techniques. And if Bob Proctor was still here and I'm saying his words, I can do it. I could do it in a millisecond. You want to become so successful at your meditation. So you, in a millisecond, can go on stage or just before and you can ground yourself. Because what grounding means and contributes to is that you will be in flow. You want to be in flow when you deliver your speak. That is when you deliver a speak or a talk that transforms. And when you are in flow, you're relaxed. And you want to be relaxed when you go on stage. Not when you go on stage, but when you are on stage and when you connect with your audience. And there's one last thing. So grounding, meditation, and flow, right? And then the last thing I want to give you here is when you practice, because you want to rehearse, you practice. Because if you want to deliver talk that transform, you want not to talk on your slides or to your slides. You want to talk from your heart. You want to talk from your heart. You want to connect with your audience. And when you rehearse, And this I learned on the fly. You want to stay in the challenge. You want to stay in the tension. And what I mean by that, I give you an example, is that when I was just put on stage last week or earlier this week, also last week, I rushed into it in the beginning. I didn't connect and I was with myself. So I was not in flow and I got stuck. And I just talked and talked and I could feel this was going out of a tangent. I was not in control. You want to be in control. That is what great leaders do. They are in control. You want to be in control. And the way you want to rehearse is that you want to stay in the challenge. I learned this phrase, stay in the challenge. And you want to stay in the challenge also when you get on stage, and when you are on stage and you suddenly forget what you want. You want to stay in challenge and you want to learn to embrace the silence. These are some so beautiful techniques, some really beautiful tools, and they will take you far. They will take you beyond your competition if you want to become the great leader. And I could name drop so many people who this training is relevant for. And I think that most of the people I know, with respect, with love, is that we haven't learned this. And I think most of the people I know that all the people I know haven't been on training, a talker, speaker training. Those who I envy, those who I look up to, those people I admire. I don't know them per se, but I know they do something differently. And that is how they talk. And when you talk and when you are in flow and when you are in control, you can play with your voice. You can emphasize when you want to, and you can tone down when you want to. And see, that is why you want to elevate your leadership mindset. Each and every journey starts from within. You can't blame anyone else for why you're not more successful. And I bet and I will guarantee you that when you start growing and eliminating and work on your limiting beliefs, learn how to meditate, find your inner peace, you will also start to learn to give more powerful talks that transforms, not transactional. And here's where most leaders get stuck, is that they have been on stage, they have delivered. The thing is, it was just information that you talked on a slide. It didn't transform. People didn't listen. People looking at their mobiles. And when they left your meeting, they forgot all about it. But you want to make an impact, right? So it's about now time to elevate up, to elevate, become more conscious of how you show up and what you want to change. I had a conversation with a client of mine this afternoon, and we talked just about that. Now it's time to elevate, level up your leadership mindset. And you want to be committed. You cannot get stuck. You want to get unstuck. That is the way and the runway to success. So with this, there is so much more power when you want your talk to be transformational, and you can do it. And when you do it, you become more successful. Life will be effortless. Your success will be effortless. And you will get people to do what you want them to do. So with this, I actually have two things I want to share. Look forward to my newsletter tomorrow. If you're not a subscriber, let me know, and I will add you to the list or invite you to the list. I don't think I can add you. And moreover, in early 2023, I will host a completely new leadership mindset mastermind. The next cohort this year and my final cohort this year starts on October the 26th. In 2023, I have a new and even more exciting leadership mindset cohort. But that is, I think, primarily for you who really already now works on yourself, who knows where your shortfalls are, because that is important if you want to also elevate your talks. And you may not be surprised, but I will spice up the Elevate Leadership mastermind program with some talks, because knowing the tricks is so essential. And you want to learn them if you want to become more successful. And I will reach out to a few people. I already have some few people in mind. So if you want to join my next cohort, that is in beginning of 2023, you want to also join my cohort that starts on the 6th of October, because you want to be prepared to elevate how you talk and how you deliver in powerful talks that transforms. All right. So with this, enjoy the rest of the evening. I appreciate you. My love flows to you. If there's anything I can help you with, serve. I'm here. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. Enjoy the rest of this beautiful evening. As always,